Hello, welcome to Wednesday's functional fitness class. Today, I'm talking to myself at the moment. Today I wanted to talk about energy. Now, those of you that have grandchildren will know how exhausting it can be, how children have limitless energy, and how looking after grandchildren can be quite exhausting. And you think, wish I had a bit more energy to sort of keep up with my grandchildren, because it is tiring. Well, energy can be increased in two ways: diet, good diet, and exercise. Strangely, I'm not going to talk to you about diet today. I bet that comes as a relief to most of you. But exercise increases your energy. Now, energy isn't a sort of amorphous thing that's out in the ether, that some sort of thing that you have within you. Energy is a physical thing. And in your muscles, you have cells, organelles in cells called mitochondria. This is a hugely complicated area. So I'm going to try and simplify it and get it in 5 minutes. So any physiologists out there, please forgive me. But there you have mitochondria in your cells, and exercise, and they're the sort of like powerhouses for your muscles. And if you, the more you exercise, well, not the more you exercise, but exercise increases the number of mitochondria in your cells. There you go. There's two sort of main areas of types of exercise. There's anaerobic, and that would be things like we're doing when you're squatting, or doing the, sorry, I put my phone off, but it's buzzing now. Yes, anaerobic is sort of power stuff. Usain Bolt, when he runs his world-beating 100 meters, he uses anaerobic. You don't need to breathe particularly. You don't need oxygen. But mostly we use as lesser. They're all used together. I mean, it's not like one system or the other system. But generally, we use aerobic system, which means that we're producing enough oxygen. We're using oxygen it's very complicated. We're using oxygen, which gets rid of lactic acid. So aerobic system you can keep doing for a long time. So that's what I want to talk about. Mainly walking, because people think, oh, walking, it's not really that good. But walking is really great for energy and endurance. It's really good to be able to walk to the end of your road really, really fast. But what you really want to be able to do is, if you go on holiday, to be able to walk for 2 or 3 hours without feeling exhausted at the end of it. And if you're walking and keeping your heart rate low, you are using the aerobic system of energy, and it's increasing your mitochondria. It's also increasing your muscle strength, and it's increasing your bone density. It's helping your heart work better. It's got an awful lot of things going for it, walking. So mitochondria is also intricately linked with the immune system. I don't know enough about this to be able to explain it. And in fact, I read an article that was dated 2020, and they're only starting, I think scientists are only starting to sort of realize the importance of the link between mitochondria and immunity. They've discovered that people that are sedentary, who have a poor sort of mitochondria, as it were, less mitochondria, I don't know how you would describe it, also have a less well-functioning immune system than people who take exercise. So walking is, I've got some notes here, hang on a minute. Yes, so the more exercise you take, the more mitochondria you build, and so the more energy you have. Also, your heart becomes more efficient, so it's able to get the oxygen around your body in a more efficient way as well. So you're not doing, a few steps and then your body does function better. I hope this seems to me actually a bit of a mix and match explanation, but it's because I'm trying to cram it into 5 minutes. But basically, walking is aerobic exercise. See, when I run, I don't run very fast, but I can keep running for a long time. I keep my heart rate down. I run slowly. Sometimes I run fast, but generally I like running slowly because I like to do a long distance. And it's the same with walking. If you're walking for pleasure, you want to be able to, yeah, you might want to walk fast and catch that bus. But generally, walking in the countryside, walking, sightseeing, going on tours. I like going on these history tours of Manchester and things. There's so many fascinating things. And that uses your aerobic system, and that is where you get more mitochondria. And I'm repeating myself, it's beneficial. So I hope it's not I mean, as an example, how many of you have thought, oh, I can't be bothered to do the class today, and then after you've done the class you think, oh, I feel quite good now. Even if you're doing exercise using your anaerobic system, even if you're exercising really, really hard, you might be really tired at the end of it and think, oh gosh. But after a couple of hours, you perk up again and you think, oh yeah, I feel okay now. So exercise gives you energy. E equals E. So exercise equals energy. I don't know what else I can say about that. And I'm sorry if it was very jumbled and garbled. But if you want to know more, you can Google it. You can ask me about it and I'll give you a better explanation. Anyway, welcome to today's functional fitness class, the class that aims to give you more energy and increase your mitochondria and therefore improve your immune system. In these days, we need a good immune system. The class is in 3 parts. There is yes, I always feel a lot better after the class. Feels like stirring up and expelling the toxins. Yeah. Build those mitochondria as well, Prue. Get them going. Yes, so the class is in 3 sections. There's a warm-up, a middle bit, and a stretching at the end. And it concentrates on strength, coordination, balance, and flexibility. Well, strength, coordination, flexibility, which makes better balance. I'm just going to put this down a little bit. So we're going to start with a warm-up, and we're just going to walk on our toes. If you can, do it on your toes. If you can't, absolutely fine. Doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter. But if you can, do it on your toes. If you can only do a couple of steps on your toes, that's great. Just do what you can. Being on your toes is good for your balance as well as strengthening your calves and ankles. Give your arms a bit of I'm just going to move this a bit. I'm in danger of punching it. Just move your arms a little bit more. Exaggerate the movement of your arms a little bit, just to mobilize your shoulders. Although we're going to really mobilize those in a minute. Right. So we're just going to do this for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. There we are. Right, we're going to do a slightly different exercise today. We're going to stand with your hands by your sides and put your palms out, facing out. And we're just going to bring our arms. I'm going to kneel down so as you can see the first one actually, and then I'll stand up again. So put your arms out, arms up, just touch them above your head, turn them round and push the air down. So you're pushing the air up, turning and pushing the air down. If you have mobility problems with your shoulders, just do what you can, but never force it. The idea will be to just keep mobilizing your shoulders rather than trying to force them to do one bit of the exercise. So we're going to do 10 of those. So palms out, push up, 1, nice and slow and controlled. 2, this is really good for your posture. 3, it's impossible to have your hands above your head like that and slouch. 4, I'm a bit of a sloucher. 5, so sometimes I'll just, when I'm walking. 6, when nobody's looking, I'll raise my hands like this and walk a few steps like that, just to sort of 7, reposition my shoulders. 8, 9, 10. Really well done. Right, this time we're going to put a hand on our shoulder and make your arm like a wing. So your arm sticks right out at the side. And pretend you've got a pencil sticking out. And we're going to do 5 big circles back. Just a nice, get full range of movement of your shoulder. 2, 3, drawing big circle. 4, 5, and then back forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the same with the other one, backwards first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to lift one arm up and the other one goes back, and then alternate. Not rocking, remember. So we're going to do 10 of these as well. Although these are warm-up exercises, they're also 3 good strengthening exercises as well. So as we're warming up, we're strengthening the muscles as well. 5, 6, and we're mobilizing the shoulders. 7, 8, again, just do what you can. 9, 10. Last arm exercise. I know we're sort of warming the hell out of our arms and shoulders, but these are really good exercises. And like I say, they increase your mobility. So they're warming you up, they're increasing your shoulder mobility, and they're strengthening your back muscles and your shoulder muscles as well. So they're all good. So have your hands like this, elbows at 90 degrees, and you're just going to bring your hands in and touch your elbows together. If you can't get your elbows together, that's fine. Just go as far as you can without forcing anything. 3. If it only goes to there, that's fine. 4, 5. You can clench your fists as well. 6. Just put a bit more strain on your muscles. 7, 8, but you don't have to. 9, 10. Whew, right. Just give your shoulders a bit of a wiggle. Give your arms a bit of a jiggle. Because although that's a warm-up exercise, I can feel it there. Right, we're going to do our routine. We're going to do heel digs. And at the same time, anchor your elbow, and you're going to do a bicep curl with the opposite leg. I've just got a thing. Oh no, it's all right. Sometimes I ignore those messages that pop up, and really it's telling me that my computer's not plugged in or something. So that's why I have to nip to the front to make sure that nothing untoward is going to happen. 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to take a step to the side, and at the same time have prayer hands, and as your leg goes out, you're going to push out to the side. More arm work. Your arms are going to be so mobile and so warmed up. Your back muscles are going to be so strong. Your shoulders are going to be so straight. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take a step back. And at the same time, stretch your arms out in front. Just straight out like that towards you. More arm work. 3, 2, 1. And finally, you're just going to do a toe tap, and at the same time, swing your arms. You don't need to put your foot very far in front of you. 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Now what we're going to do is put that all together, because it's good for your coordination to try and remember it all. So we're going to do heel dig, side, back, toe tap, 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 heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Last one, heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Right, into the main body of the exercise now. Hopefully you're nicely warmed up. We're going to start with doing squats. Now remember, squats are sitting down without the chair. Knees don't go forward like that. The knees do not go over your toes. It's your bottom that goes back and you're sitting down. So just pretend you're sitting down. If you want some security, you can have the chair there so you don't actually fall back. You don't have to go right down, go to there. This technique is more important than anything. Try not to let your knees come in like that. The knees stay with the headlights. If you can't do a free squat, sit in the chair, front of the chair, knees at 90 degrees, hands here, and just stand up and then down. Up and down. If you can't manage that, swing your arms for momentum, up you go, and down. Final one, if you can't manage that, hands on knees and up you go. But the thrust of this exercise is that you will be able to stand up from most any chair without putting your hands on your knees or having to haul yourself up. So 10 squats. So 1, 2, get that bottom stuck out. 3, I just put my hands here to counterbalance me. 4, oops. 5, I'm going to stick this way so you can see that the knees are doing. Woo! 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Right, I need the chair. I'm going to let you sit down for this one. So sitting on the edge of the chair, your feet are out in front of you, heels on the ground, toes pulled back, and you loop the band around your instep. Try and get it on the instep so that it doesn't ping back and hit you in the face. But your legs stay like this the whole time. Your heels are always on the ground and you're sitting up nice and straight. You don't rock like that. It's just your arms that move. They're just going back like that. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to sit this way to show you the arm movements. Have quite a good bit of tension on the band so it takes a little bit of strength to pull it back. And you're sitting nice and straight and your arms move like that. They're not going up or out or anything. They're skimming your thighs and just going back. Pretend you've got a can of Coke between your shoulder blades. You're going to squidge your shoulder blades together. 1. I'm going to sit forward a bit because I'm touching the back of the chair when I go back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. All right, using the chair again, but we're going to be at the back of the chair. We're going to do the hip abductions, the ones that do these smaller glute muscles and the muscles at the side of your hip. Standing up nice and straight, leg goes out, don't twist it, just goes, if it was your arm, it would just be going up like that. Keep your foot pointing forwards. Don't lean over to counterbalance if you can avoid it, and then down. 2, 3, just lift it, don't kick it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Oh, give your leg that was static, give your legs a bit of a wiggle, because the static leg takes quite a bit of punishment. Other side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oops, 9, 10. Well done. Oh, let's give your legs a bit of a wiggle though. Whew. We're going to do bicep curls. So you're going to stand on your band nice and securely so that it doesn't ping up. Have your elbow anchored into your waist and then hold on to the band and have enough tension so that if you let it go, your hand will go right down. Have your forearm about 45 degrees and then you're just going to close your arm. Your elbow doesn't leave your waist. So we're going to go 1, 2, don't rock, it's just your forearm that moves. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then your other leg, your other arm. You can tell I'm a trained professional. I know the difference between legs and arms. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right. We're going to do our balancing exercises again. So have the chair there in case you need to hold on to it. I usually do. We're going to engage core before we do this exercise. We're going to have one leg up and then we're just going to gently sweep it round as if it was the face of a clock and then bring it back up. We're going to do that 10 times on each leg. So exhale, pull your navel into your backbone as hard as you can and then release it slightly. Hold it there. Put your hands on your hips or holding on to one chair, whatever you want to do with your hands. One leg up, try and get your thigh parallel to the floor. If you can't do that, that's fine. Do it at your own capability. And then we're just going to go around the clock and back up. Around the clock and back up. That's 2. Woo! Holding on. Round the clock, back up. 3, 4, 5. The reason I'm getting you to move your legs, 6, is it's 7 a bit more difficult. 8 and a bit more interesting. 9, 10. Woo. Bit of a wiggle. And then engage your core again. So exhale, pull your navel into your backbone, release it slightly. Don't forget to breathe as well. Breathing is always to be encouraged. So one leg up and then round the clock and up. 2, round. 3, 4, Oops. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Did you manage? I hope you managed a bit better than I do. Right, give your legs a bit of a wiggle. Because that takes quite a toll on the legs, so the next one we're going to do, you can have the chair to hold on to. It's just, I think it's quite a nice one, but it tightens, it works the glutes and the back muscles. And it's just a nice swing of the leg. Just that's all there is to it. So nice and controlled. 1, try not to lean forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I quite like that. It feels quite nice on the hips. And this side. 1, 2, I'm falling over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's nice and gentle, and it just loosens up the hips a bit, and it just makes me feel a bit nicer. Right, abs. I'm going to sit sideways in the chair. Sit so that you can have your feet comfortably on the ground. Maybe let's go back here a bit. It's a bit better. And then we're going to sit up nice and straight. You can do this to check your shoulders are straight. Put your hands on top of your knees. I don't know if I'm going to do this way this time. Yeah, we'll try it another way. So, sitting nice and straight, put your hands out in front of you, so they're like that. And then we're just going to bring our knees up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I've lost count, I'm counting this all wrong. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I find it more beneficial here if I don't sit back. I find it more difficult if I'm sitting more upright. Yeah. We'll just do that in a minute. I'm just having to see what's here. Right. Just have a couple of seconds rest, and we're going to do that again. Okay, so sitting at the side, the edge, knees at 90 degrees, feet under your knees, and let's make sure our back is straight and down, hands forward and up. 1, 2. No, sorry, I didn't mean to do 1, 2. Stop. Start again. Sorry. Right. Orient, make sure our back's straight. Down. Ow, not concentrating today. Hands forward. So we're going to do that. A half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quite tiring on the old arms as well, isn't it? Can you feel it there? I hope you can. You'll feel it at the tops of your thighs as well. Right. Oh, upward row. Right. This one, if you don't have a band, this one is probably just as effective because the technique on this one is all important. The upward row. Remember, if you are not using the band, and if you're new to this and don't know the technique, you might want to not use the band. Hold your thumb, just so as your hands don't spring apart, and you're raising your arms, but it's coming up elbows first. Doesn't matter where your hands get to, as long as your elbows are above your hands. So if you can only get to there, that's fine. I've seen some people try and get their hands up to their chin, but their elbows are here. That's not the object. The object of the exercise is this. Imagine you're pulling a black bag out of the bin. If you're going to use the band, you stand on it and you cross it over. I'm going to come in, and then keep your hands together, and you're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Control the descent. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hard. 10. Whew, I found that one quite hard this week. Right, just because they're good for you, we're going to do another 10 squats. So whether you want to do them in the chair or free squats, we're just going to get right into it. So 1, 2, whoops, 3, 4. Let's slow it right down. 5. Slow, slow, slow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a bit more difficult, a bit more challenging on the old legs when it's 10. Right, made me pant, that has. Last one before we go into the routine and the high intensity, side bends. Feet at least hip width apart, maybe slightly wider than hip width. And the object is just to go down. If you're going to put your hand over, keep it straight, your arm, I mean, so that you're actually using your muscles. So we'll count this as 1. 1. And then over again. 2. Nice and slow so that you don't get dizzy. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Oh, my battery is running low. Oh, yeah. Sorry. 8. 9. 10. Sorry about that. The plug wasn't in properly. Right. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right. So we're going to do the routine again, you know, the one we were doing that. We're going to do it 3 times slowly, just so as you can remember the movements. And then we're going to speed it up again, just to keep you on your toes, literally, but to keep the old grey cells going. So we're going to do heel digs, out to the side, back, toe tap. Heel digs, out to the side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, out to the side, back, toe tap. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off slowly and we're going to just very gradually get faster, rather than starting off fairly fast. So heel dig, side, back, toe tap. 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 Heel dig, side, back. Are you still keeping up? Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back. One more time, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Oh, I quite enjoyed that. Instead of starting quite fast, getting faster and faster. Right. We're going to do the 3, our hit. Now we're going to do 3. I'm puffed now. Where's my watch? 3 bouts of 20 seconds, our high intensity stuff. Remember, it's voluntary. If you don't feel able to do this, sit it out. If you've got any heart problems or you get any heart chest pains or anything, stop immediately. If you've got dodgy knees and you don't want to do the running, remember, tiny little running on the spot steps, tiny little steps, not big ones, little. If you can't do that because you've got dodgy knees, not because you don't fancy it, you can do punching. 1, 2, 3. So your feet are hip width apart and your knees are bent, and you're doing punching. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But doing the running on the spot is more effective, it's more efficient because you've got bigger muscles in your legs. And so it needs more oxygen, so the heart has to work harder, which is what we want. Anyway, enough chat. On your marks, set, go. $17, $18, $19, $20. Well done. How was that? Was it okay? I hope it was. Hopefully, it's making you a bit fitter. This high intensity stuff is really good. I mean, it doesn't take the place. You always get these things on, usually Michael Mosley, get fit in 10 minutes a day and all the rest of it. It does. I mean, it's not bad for you. It's good for you. But the endurance stuff that I was talking about, the walking, is better as a lifestyle choice, and I think you need to do both of them. I mean, that's fine if you just want to be able to run on the spot very fast for a few seconds. But how many people want to do that? Right, second lot, on your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. One more to go. I'll give you a little bit of rest, not a lot, and then we'll go into it again. Keep you a bit stressed, because it's good for your muscles. Muscles don't progress unless you stress them a bit. So you've got to make yourself feel a bit uncomfortable to get the improvement. Right, you ready? On your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. Right, we're going, just before you go into the stretching, I'll just put the chair here, usual announcements. If you've enjoyed the class, you can, if you want, it's voluntary, buy me a coffee. The link is underneath. Just click on that and it's self-explanatory, I think. If you want to know more about fitness stuff or want to contact me, my Facebook page is the easiest way to do that, and the link is there as well. If you haven't, if you could subscribe to my channel, anything to keep us going. If you want to subscribe to my channel, if you would like to, I have 297 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, you could be the 300th, and who knows, there might be a valuable cash prize for the 300th. There won't be. And if you could like this class, so there's a thumbs up, or don't do the thumbs down. There's not a thumbs down. Thumbs up, and then if people looking at it might think, oh yes, a lot of people like that, I'll have a go at that. Right, are you sufficiently rested to do the stretching? So it's calf stretch to begin with. Boringly predictable, these stretches. Front leg bent, back leg straight. Make sure your feet are pointing in the same direction. Both heels on the ground, leaning forward. The more you lean forward, the bigger the stretch. The more you have your leg back as well. If you can't get your heel on the ground, your leg's too far back. You need to bring it in a bit. And then very gently bend your back knee. Put a little bit of weight on that leg, and you should feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles, your lower calf. And then swap and lean forward. Keep your both heels on the ground. Just check your feet are both pointing in the same direction. And then bend your back knee, a little bit of weight on that foot. Feel the stretch moving. Okay, quadriceps, thigh ones. Remember, this is the one where you do this, and you can hold on or not. Oops, try and keep your knees together. If you can't do that, it's this, the dynamic stretching. Just try and just bring your heels up behind you. I'm going to do static stretching today. Just practicing my balance at the same time. Oh, I shut my eyes then. Don't know if you can see that on the screen or not. And then static stretchers, swap legs. Dynamic stretchers. Keep on being dynamic. It's a bit more difficult with my left leg for some reason. Okie dokie. Right, hamstrings, the big muscles on the back of your legs. Sitting at the edge of the chair, knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees, sitting up nice and straight. One leg forward, toe pulled back. Excuse me. Sitting up nice and straight. Just make sure your back's nice and straight, and then lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. And you should feel the stretch. It goes right down your leg, actually. The more you pull your toe back, the worse it gets. And then sitting up, other leg forward, sitting up nice and straight and forward from the hips, not from the waist. And then sitting up. And then we're going to sit sideways in the chair. I have to keep moving the chair around. Hopefully you don't have to. We're sitting on the edge of the chair. Sideways, but on the edge as well, so that one leg can come back like that. Remember, try and keep your torso upright. Don't lean forward. Because the more upright you are, the more stretch you get here. If you can't get your leg right back like that, that's fine. Bring it to wherever you can. Just as long as you can feel the stretch there. And then switcheroonie. Okay, standing up, arms outstretched at shoulder height, palms forward and round the tree. So your arms are like that rather than like that. Keep them at shoulder height and then dip your head so that you're like that. And then, if you can, interlink your fingers behind your back. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together. If you've got your fingers interlinked, just lift your arms up, and that just gives you the stretch across here. And then, sitting down nice and comfortably in the chair. Don't use the back to support yourself. Use your own back. And just dip your head. Look at the floor. Put your hand on your crown, but don't push. Just let the weight of your hand push your head down slightly. And then look up. I don't mean look up, just look normal. But turn your head to the left, just your head, not your shoulders, as far as it'll go. And then put your right hand on your right hand side of your face and try and turn your head back to the center. But resist with your hand. So you're creating that tension in your neck. And do that for a couple more seconds and then release totally. And see if you can turn your head a little bit more to the left. Keep your head turned. And then bring your head back to the center. And then turn it to the right. Hand on your chin, left hand, left side of your chin. Turn your head, try and turn your head, but fight it with your hand. And then release totally and see if you can turn your head a bit more to the right. And then bring your head back to the center. And that's it. Thank you very much for attending today's classroom. Let's put this up a bit. Really sluggish this morning, you see? It's all that mitochondria, Nikki, that you've been building. The exercise is energizing you. 3 people have liked the class. Thank you very much. Does that mean the other 6 of you don't like it? Right, okay, I'll see you on Monday if you join my strength class. I notice fewer people are attending now, so I don't know whether people are getting bored with it, whether people are going back to work, or if they found another class, heaven forfend. But if you can spread the word, I'd be very grateful. Okay, bye.